Chip it straight out Turkana. Yeah, cause we straight out Turkana. Straight out Turkana. Yeah, cause we straight out Turkana. Straight out Turkana.
We're live.
Straight from Turkana podcast, live in the flesh. My name is Agria Limlim alongside
Alan.
Yeah, so what going, bro? How you doing?
I'm good.
How was your week, bro?
Long.
Tell
Yeah,
me.
this week it was a time where we want to shift our working space.
Okay.
So we've been working on our workspace area.
Yeah, man. Like right now, we are recording from our new studio. So we've decided to shift our studios from where we were. We used to record from Alan's house, but right now we've, come up with a new place. We have a new place. There's going to be like a tech hub for, if you have things that you want to do. There's internet, there's there's space. So it's going to be like a hub where everyone that needs a space where they can work, you have to pay like a membership fee. It's going to be members only. So you'll pay a fee of a certain amount that is going to be, advertised later. But right now we are working on it, and we are recording from the new space, man. And it's actually different because from Alan's house is a bit, the neighbors used to have we used to have noisy neighbors, but right now
Chicken.
Yeah, there used to be a chicken, man. There used to be a chicken that used to be, very noisy.
Yeah.
So right now we are in a very quiet place, and it's actually very nice because we are going to concentrate more, and it's easier to give you content that
There will be more
you
content,
deserve.
definitely.
Yeah. This is a space that's going to have our studio. We have a recording studio. We have a podcast studio. We're going to have a place for forex exchange classes. Also a space to digital marketing and stuff. Everything technology. This is a space that's going to be very, very, very like a productive area for
creative minds.
Just a space for creatives. If you're an artist, by the way, if you're an artist and you feel like you have a talent, you can come and record in this space.
You want to work?
Or you want to hire microphones and everything for the podcast. If you're a YouTuber, you have a space for YouTube. If you're someone that, an IT person, you can come and do your business here.
Yeah. We'll talk about it a little bit.
We're going to talk about it more next week, actually. So it's a new space, and we're actually loving it. It has parking. It's serene for your, meditation. And so make sure you check out our social medias. We are going to post it, obviously. And all of you are invited as long as you pay your membership. It's going to be unlimited, by the way. It's a limited space, so
check it out.
Make sure you check it out. So I had a good week. It wasn't that bad, but I was so lazy this week. Like, I have left the house only twice, I think.
What about the shop?
Twice this week. My shop, my younger brother obviously works there. So you remember that link that you gave me about digital marketing? That is what I've been doing this week at home. So as much as I've been home, I've been productive as well. So I've been studying a lot of digital marketing stuff, and it wasn't that bad. 72 hours.
Yeah.
So that is
something you can do.
That is like 3 days of the week. So
it's quite interesting.
Very interesting, by the way. Very knowledgeable. And I posted it on my WhatsApp status, and I told people, like, if you want to study something about digital marketing, you can come. Let me send you the link. It was the one person who is my friend. So
basically, there are a lot of things you can study online.
A lot.
You can just Google anything you want to learn. You don't have to go to any school. You just can teach yourself a lot of things and get yourself ready. You can sell and market yourself anytime you want. So just check online on your phone, and you'll get some very cool.
Yeah, like that. Just do not be on social media only to to entertain yourself, but you can be on social media to educate yourself.
You know, the guys usually say, I mean, statistics, guys spend a lot of time on their phones, not even Facebook, just basically on your phone. So if you discover that, you don't need to fight it. You just need to go with the flow, but spend that time very well.
Yeah, man.
You're on your phone all the time, but you know you're doing something awesome and productive,
yeah.
and you're
Like
learning.
there's no need to be on social media. Like, you know the way iPhone has a screen time. So like at the end of the day, it gives you a statistic, like how many hours have you spent on your phone, and it gives you like you've been on your phone today for 7 hours.
Yeah, if you've been on 7 hours,
So
it could be a good thing
or
or a bad thing.
So like you've been on your phone for 7 hours today, and all these 7 hours you've been spending on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Like there's nothing productive that you've been doing. So there's no need for you, you know, why don't you just take 2 hours a day,
You
2
see,
hours of that 7 hours,
half of it
and study.
you have fun,
Yeah.
and half of it you
You're
learn
studying
something. There's a lot of how-to tutorials. Even on YouTube, on Facebook, you could learn like some
Yeah,
pages.
like for me, I've
learn a
been
skill.
doing- because obviously I have an online business, so I have to learn about marketing my products on social media. So digital marketing obviously
Definitely.
has to be a very important aspect in my business. So that is why I've been doing that course for 72 hours, so that I can, you know,
You can be able to improve.
get knowledge that
And
can
you know
improve
there are
my
like
business.
some things, like some tasks inside there that you do practically on your business.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
by the time you finish the 52 hours,
everything that I
72
learned,
hours,
everything that I learned on
you
that Google free digital marketing class was very helpful for my business. So if there's anyone out there who feels like, you know, they need that, make sure you contact us. We're going to give you for
everybody
free.
needs it. Is that if you learn it today, you use it today.
Yeah, and then
if you learn it later, you use it later.
We're not even saying like you need to do that course, but there are so many other things that you can be interested in. For instance, if you're a lady and you're interested in, let's say, hairdressing, for instance, there's so much that you can learn online about hairdressing.
Yeah.
If you're someone who is a graphic designer, there's so many things that you can learn about graphic design. So yeah, it's about just, you know, getting knowledge that can help you to get money.
Definitely.
Yeah. So earlier this week was International Men's Day. I don't know if it was on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure. But for me, I felt like this is the first time we're celebrating International Men's Day.
It never happened.
Has it ever been there before?
Probably it's because it's mixed up with this other World Toilets Day.
Oh,
So you know,
the same day.
We can't compete with the toilet. You know,
The same
toilet is
day-
quite a peaceful place. Everybody loves toilets,
Yeah, man.
so
Like
you can't compete with them.
the same day that it was International Men's Day, it was the same day that it was World Toilet Day.
Yeah,
I feel like these days there's a day for everything. There's World International Men's Day, there's Mother's Day, there's World Women's Day, then there's World Toilet Day, there's World blah blah blah. Like there's always a day for
are
everything.
you complaining?
I'm complaining because let me tell you why I'm complaining.
I want to know.
International Men's Day is celebrated once. Then there's International Father's Day. Once. Yeah? How many International Women's Day do we have in a year?
My friend,
Have you noticed?
you don't want to compete with the women.
No.
It's special.
Bro.
They have, in fact, we should have like 5 or 6 days for just women
For
to
women,
chill
and then-
feel good.
What are and our mothers?
Imagine your mother, all this hard
But-
time
but-
she's been going through.
Let me
because
ask
of
you,
and
what
your children.
challenges, as a man, what challenges do you face? Like
As
those are
compared
things-
to others, or just like
No, as a man generally, not compared to other men, but as a man, what are the challenges that you face? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you go through generally? Not Savai, not Allen, but as a man. What are the challenges that you face?
probably it has to be a link with that what we were talking about the other weekend about the role model thing.
Yeah.
If you reach a time and for me, I didn't grow up a lot of time when I was a young adult with my dad. So I don't have a really somebody to copy.
You do not have a father figure.
I have a father figure because he was alive sometime.
Okay.
And I know, but like to copy some deeds, some of the trends, the things that you try to do when you are a young adult, it was something you try to behave like very people close to you who are older. So when you are young, you want to behave like your older brother. You want to copy some of the styles.
Yeah. Like,
or your dad. You want to have like swagger like him because he's the leader.
Yeah. Like, have you noticed, like, for a man, you can't be emotionally vulnerable.
Definitely.
Like, there's this perception, and I always want to differ with, like, as a man, you're not allowed to cry. And that is why mental health statistics say men suffer a lot of, emotionally more than women. Because if a woman has a problem, she'll go to her friends and she'll cry it out. But as a man, when you have an issue, you'll always tend to, just keep it to yourself until it affects you and it's too late. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is a challenge as a man. Like, you're not allowed to express yourself anytime. Anytime, like, you have a problem, like, you can't express yourself because you're perceived to be a very strong person and you have to act strong. Yet, you need some help.
I feel like it's different, For some guys, like, I grew up with a mom, and like, there's no like something. Someday she would force me to behave like a man. She knew I was a little boy, and she was not giving me any pressure.
Has she ever?
But I think if it would have been different if I grew up with a dad.
Let me tell you,
a dad would like look at me and tell me, "Do you see me crying?"
For me, I was privileged enough to like grow up with both parents.
That's good.
So when you grew up with your mom, has it ever like occurred to you cried at some point and she was like, "Mwanaume hafai kulia"?
No. That's something that dad would tell you. A mom will never tell you that don't cry. She wants you to cry, and to her because she give you different attention. But when you have your dad now, that's the guy who I'm not sure. He will come and tell you, you see, men don't cry because he himself he don't want to cry in front of the kids.
Also,
but my mom will cry many times in front of us.
Have you ever noticed like if a man does something, like let's say he was accused falsely that he stole something, and then it also like, yeah, it's possible he must have stole it. But if it's a woman, they'll try as much as possible and dig into it and feel like, by the way, I don't think she stole it.
Yeah.
Or it's always like she must have stolen it because she had a problem. Like she has kids at home who need to be fed.
Yeah.
If it was a man, they'll be like, that is a thief.
They beat him up.
They'll beat him up so bad, man, like mob justice. And they'll be like, he's a man. They can't even think like, is he a single dad that needs to also provide for his kids?
You need to have some heart.
So those are the
I
challenges.
just first of all like to condemn this thing about mob justice because men usually get it, right? You've never had like a woman being beaten to death. Maybe it happens, maybe
I don't even think it happens.
It's not really fair, if somebody even he goes there and does something crazy, you come and kill him.
Like how many times have you seen a woman has gone to steal, let's say shoplift at a supermarket,
She'll
Then-
just be recorded. She'll not even
She'll be
given
recorded,
a slap
and then
or-
after she's stole something, she's found on the CCTV. And then people like good Samaritans, let me say that, they'll be like, she probably stole it because she has kids to feed at home. But when a man shoplifts, bro,
Probably
beaten
because
to death.
we have so many sins men have done in the past.
Exactly. So
We are probably in the future. We're just suffering because of the sins of our fathers. Some deadbeat dads who skip their parenthood, forcing their moms to. It's easy to blame the man. Even in the Bible, it's the man who was told to go up there and hustle. So he has to hustle. So like men naturally. I think this is something we brought on ourselves.
Yeah.
We just been telling ourselves that men, we should be the hard workers.
So do you remember in the last episode we talked about gifting. So International Men's Day was here this week. Did you get any gift from anyone?
Honestly, I just like to say I got it. I got a very awesome gift.
Are you saying it? No.
It's very true, it's honest.
No, bro. Are you saying it because you are trying to play safe? Or are you saying it because you got
an awesome gift, something that I want.
Tell us. Can you tell us like what did you get?
I got money.
You got money, no?
Yeah. I got money on the same day. And you know, when you get money, you give anybody money. It's like a best gift, right?
Yeah, money is good.
I got money. And I'm so happy about it.
Man, me, I didn't get anything, man.
You didn't get anything?
I didn't get anything.
You should be thinking about it, man, and say, even after you come on podcast and complain about it and nothing still happen.
Yeah, I did not get anything, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You should complain to everybody, your sister, your mom. Maybe your mom not because she gave birth to you. But your sisters, you have a sister?
Yeah, I have two sisters.
Those
but
two sisters,
they're young. I don't think
they should like give you something.
I don't think they can buy anything.
No, it don't need to be bought. You know,
They
it
can
needs
cook
to
something
be, you
at
need
home.
to show that she care about you and you are a good man. Or even
my sisters don't give a fuck about me.
You need to change, man. Because we do give a fuck about them, huh?
Yeah, the funny thing is,
Imagine on a woman's day or
so
a
many
girl child
fucks
day.
about my sisters.
On those days of Women's Day, we usually like feel, hey, we need to do something.
For our moms.
Yeah, for our mom, for our kids, for our boo.
mom did not even call me and tell me, you know what, hey, happy International Men's Day, my young man.
You're a good man, I raised you right.
Yeah, no.
We're out there, we're just doing
I'm sure, let me tell you, I'm very sure my mom doesn't even know that was International Men's Day this week.
We're out here, man. But the Women's
we're
Day,
struggling.
we're very careful about it.
So
We just have to take note of these struggles and make sure our kids don't go through this kind of thing, man. Even when we have daughters, we raise them right to be taking care of the man.
The good thing about me is like I do not like to hide myself. When I was growing up, and it's something that I'm always in conflict with my mom. She does not reward anything that you do. You see, like it's always like a right for her. Like let's say you do something, you fix something for her in the house. She'll be like, okay. So ni mtoto wangu, unataka nikulipe kwa nini?
It's a job. Eh?
Yeah, like it's her right for you to fix maybe a broken stool that she did not fix for 2 months or something. You see, bro,
it's kind of tough out here for men, you know. We have to.
I feel like
to represent, and there's no coaching, there's no like camp where you have to go.
I feel for us who are going to be parents later, I feel like we need to reward our kids. Like if your kid
every time
does something good, reward him.
Imagine our reward system when we were growing up was so cruel, you know. When you do,
for you, what was your reward system?
When you do all the nice things, nobody is going to even tell you good job. Nobody is going to buy you ice cream or go and tell you like this something you've done right. But when you do a simple mistake, like break a glass, the reward system for that.
You'll be beat.
Imagine it was so inverse.
Yeah,
if the war our parents would give us when we do something bad would be the same as the reward for doing something good,
Good.
it would have been something you learned.
Exactly.
You know, but now we don't remember. We just remember the
I
word.
remember one time when I was in primary. I was not like the smartest kid in school. Like I was an average kid. So one time I did so well in that cut. It wasn't even like an end of term exam. It was just a normal cut. Like in a right there used to be end of month exam. So every time there's an exam, they'll give you results and take them home. And then they'll do average for that exam, and then they will add up with the end of term exam. You see? So one time in this cut, I did so well, bro. I was number 6.
That's good.
I had never been on top 10. You see, I had never been on top 10. And then this time, I'm in number 6. And my parents, been like, you've done good. They're like, okay, you're number 6. It's okay, there's nothing wrong. You see, if your kid has never been on top 10 before, and now he's number 6, fucking reward him, man.
They did nothing. They
Reward
didn't do
him.
anything. They didn't do anything for you.
Did nothing.
It was like
It was like just, okay, it was a cut, you did fine. Let's move on.
man.
You see,
That's something
Some of us
you
didn't grow
need
up-
to
some of
blow it out of proportion.
yeah, like some of us didn't grow up with toys.
Like we've seen the movies, and you see parents, they're going to watch a kid's game. Their little boy or little girl is playing basketball. The parents are screaming. They want to even fight the referee.
Referee, like,
It's
bro,
like,
let me tell you, I participated in like music festivals a lot when I was in primary, more than I was in high school.
nobody cares.
And none of my parents, both of them, never came.
They should have even recorded you.
Yeah,
They will
man.
be telling their friends you are performing
Yeah,
everywhere.
like, so we are saying like if you have a kid out there and you have a son, you have a daughter,
You need to be proud of them. Man.
be proud of them. Reward them
Exaggerate
enough.
the reward.
When you're going out there on their parents' day and they're reciting poems for
It's you parents who are giving the guys self-esteem issues. Because you're not telling your kid it's good. And not even just like telling them it's good. Like being cheerleader.
yeah.
You know?
Be your kid's cheerleader, man.
Whatever the weakness you notice, but there are some strengths.
Yeah.
That you see this kid, hey, he has finished his food. Let's go for a walk. Let's go ride your bike. Let's go, reward him like the way you can. It doesn't need to be about money, but know how to make a kid happy so that he knows like he or she done a good thing.
So, bro,
But, we don't have any kids ourselves. We're just saying because that's how we feel right now. It should have happened to us. Yeah, I think. it
So
would have been different.
let me ask you. I was having a discussion with someone this week, and we were talking about like celebrating your wins. So if you did something that, let's say, you achieved something that you've always wanted for a while, do you celebrate your wins? Like, let's say you wanted a certain contract, let's say a tender contract, for instance, and it came through. Do you usually celebrate your wins? And do you celebrate them on social media as well?
No. I try to make my celebrations like every day. Every day is a celebration. But unless you come and bring something bad, you come, I meet you and you tell me.
No.
I celebrate every day.
Probably you celebrate every
Set
day.
time every day, an
But-
hour, 30 minutes, I chill and just say.
Do you celebrate your wins?
But I don't share like to people because they may not understand. It may be a win for me, it may not be for you. So you don't need to know.
Because earlier this week I celebrated one of my wins on social media. I don't know if you saw that, because I have not blocked you on my WhatsApp.
I saw it.
Do you think it's a bad thing, or do you think because someone slid on my DMs and they said, no, my elder brother, they was like, no, you shouldn't do that because it's too soon to celebrate those things. And you're like, I have achieved them. It's not like
I
someone.
want to agree with your elder brother, bro.
like
You know,
this-
we cut from the same cloth. you know.
no, bro.
Like, I just want to say, if your elder brother told you that, I also think so. Like, for me, anything that I've done right now if it's a cool and awesome thing, if it's I don't know if it's, what's your win? What do you mean by a win? Like doing something you wanted to do?
Let's say I wanted this like right now we are recording episode 7 and we got to episode 13 and then I celebrate.
That's
Like,
not something to celebrate.
Do you know what I
man.
mean? It is something to celebrate because
For who?
a statistic, let me
You
tell
can't
you.
celebrate
No,
alone.
a lot of statistics that has come out about recording social media content. They always say when it gets to episode 7, it's always dead.
Do you know something that it's
So, wait, like
it's dying?
you can record a podcast when it gets to episode 7 in Aisha. Like it's dead. If you're a YouTuber, you record an episode, when it reaches to episode 7, that is when you can tell if this is a serious person or not. Do you know what I mean? Like right now,
Good thing we
we're
did our
recording to
homework.
episode 7.
We did our homework. We are not like guessing this thing.
So let me tell you, when we get to episode 13, do you think it is right to celebrate like we've got to episode 13, we've finished our first season? I think it is okay to celebrate that win.
If many people will come together and say that's a good achievement, it's something to celebrate, because celebration is about people.
No, you don't have to invite people.
How can you celebrate alone?
We can't celebrate alone. Let me tell you.
The two of us.
No, bro. Let me tell you. Me and you, we decide we are going to have a drink. The problem is you don't drink. Like for me and you,
I can drink another soft drink, but
Yeah.
it's like a toast.
Like
What we're really saying to
Yeah.
13 episodes.
to 13 episodes. That is a celebration.
But it's it's a
And-
mediocre kind of thing, you know.
It is
There
not
are-
I don't think. Sorry, I don't think it's a mediocre.
you know the most serious celebrations that exist in the world that are known? There's one called the Silver Jubilee and the Golden Jubilee. Either you get to 25 or either you get to 100. That's when we're going to talk about celebrating. That's when we have broken the ice. We are never going back. Even if we stop, right now, if we stop at
I
that
don't know.
episode.
I do not know about Golden Jubilee and the Silver Jubilee.
So I'm
But
telling
what I
you,
know,
you know, now you know.
No. Listen, what I know is there is small wins, there's big wins.
But if they are personal, better keep them personal and keep them fueling you.
There are personal
You want to
wins.
food, who are you fueling with those wins?
No, when you celebrate your wins on social media, it's like it's not your floss. It's not like you're flossing.
That's what it is.
No, bro. You're not celebrating. You're not flexing. You're only inspiring other people that you can always do more and you can always get to where you want.
We all know there are some people who have done podcasts like our mentor, Jimani himself, has done a lot of episodes. So if that guy needs now to celebrate. And when I'm talking about celebration, according to me, call me old school or something. We're going to have a group of people, 10 people. They come and say, you guys, you've done it. Let's toast to... we not even toast ourselves.
So for you, a celebration
Is people-
if people organize something and surprise you.
Not even surprise.
Or
They
invite you.
tell me this day...
We are going to do this for you.
Is that your 100th episode? Now.
We need to celebrate.
Guys, you have done it.
Recently, let me tell you. Recently, I got a job. And
That's not something to celebrate. You're
that is
beginning.
something to celebrate because,
friend,
bro,
you're just
I have stayed for like
You will celebrate
the
when you
last
retire.
time. The last time I worked was like 2 years ago.
You're lucky, my friend. You're 26 years old. You have a job. You should just smile, be humble, and remember, you're not the first guy to get the job. Congratulations.
Of course.
So, take that job and start doing it, because you will do it forever.
Yeah.
You can celebrate when you have 20 years in the job.
No.
Or 30. You are going to do that job forever.
I feel like,
Now, why are you celebrating? Because you got a job.
let me tell you, what I feel like is,
You can be happy. But you don't need to celebrate.
do you know, the problem is you think a celebration is like a big event.
That's what it is.
Let me tell you, no. If I got that job, because when I got that call and I was told like, you know what, you've got this job, come pick your appointment letter. Bro, I was so happy, man. And I went. I called one of my best friends and told them, you know what, I've got this job that we've been waiting for. They told me, this calls for a celebration.
If your friend told you, it's good.
And she was like, we need to chill, have a bottle of wine.
Awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
You see, that is okay. That is celebrating your small wins. It's not like you're going to invite a lot of people and
imagine it's not even you started it. It's your friend who started it. So that's now a celebration. Somebody else has seen your achievement and he wants to congratulate you. I think that should be the definition. They should change it. So if you yourself you want to celebrate your win, then you just go yourself, take yourself out, buy yourself a drink and some food.
Bro, let me thank you. Let me tell you.
And revel in that.
Let me tell you. If you're going to celebrate your wins, celebrate them, bro. You don't even need someone else to like tell you.
But posting is not celebrating; it's just showing.
No, it's not showing off. I think
maybe something that I will encourage you to post because it could be a good memory. You know the way Facebook will come next time.
Twitter has no memory.
Oh, you didn't put on Facebook?
No, I didn't put it on Facebook.
Then Facebook. No need to put on Twitter.
Do you know why I don't put signed things on Facebook? Is because I have so many people that are my friends on Facebook that we are not friends outside. You see, but I have so many friends on WhatsApp, probably that I have their contacts and we are friends, you see. So there are certain things I cannot post on Facebook and there are things that I can post on my Twitter. So
you celebrate maybe when you get your first salary.
Nah,
that's something to celebrate.
Anyway,
you get your first cash, you call, hey Alan, I just got my first salary. Let's go. Come. No, you know.
Bro, there was do you know, I don't know if you know about Versus. Versus it's like two artists. It's always an American thing. Two artists come together. Most times it's actually artists that had beef before and they come together, they do a show. So previously there have been like several verses before. There was one Beenie Man versus Bounty Killer. Beenie Man is the king of dancehall in Jamaica, and then Bounty Killer.
Those two are
those two are like those two are big artists in Jamaica.
I don't know if you want to choose Bounty Killer or Beenie Man. I think
who would you choose by the way between Bounty Killer and Beenie Man?
I think I respect Beenie Man.
Man, me, I'm a Beenie Man fan.
I respect Beenie
I'm a Beenie Man fan, but
he come back long way, man.
Long way. He's won a Grammy. He's won a Grammy before.
And he's got rhythm, and he's got very good. Bounty Killer, is very hardcore, and you need to have like a taste for his kind of hardcore raga and dancehall. Yeah. You have to really have a taste. But Beenie Man, worldwide.
But bro, as much as Beenie Man calls himself the king of dancehall, there's Vybz Kartel.
Respect. Now I don't know, Emperor. Emperor himself, the bad man.
Like Vybz Kartel is like
that guy. I don't know. He's just got a lot of
he's
talent.
on another level. And the funny thing about Vybz Kartel, he never says like he's the king of dancehall. Yet
he says sometimes
he's the king of dancehall.
When he was out, he was really unruly and it was really
bro, let me tell you, I don't think
controversial.
There has been Shabba Ranks, there has been Chakademas, there has been Beenie Man, there has been Bounty Killer, there's Busy Signal, but there has never been a lyricist better than Vybz Kartel.
A version of Reading comes out, he does it too.
He kills it. He kills it, man. Like for me, what is now that both of us are like Vybz Kartel fans, like which is your favorite dancehall like Vybz Kartel song?
I'm just confused, man.
I know there's so many dancehall songs from Vybz Kartel, but which is your favorite song, or which is your rhythm that Vybz Kartel killed it? For me, let me tell you, there's a rhythm if I'm not wrong, 2011 or 2012. somewhere about that time, there's a rhythm that came out, was called V6 Rhythm.
Hey,
There's a song from Vibes Cartel called Dapino Fi Frighten. Hey, man, let me tell you. Dapino Fi Frighten.
so bad, man.
That
That is the
was
best.
a mad song.
Hey.
Mad song. V6 Rhythm. It's called the V6 Rhythm. Oh, it's a mad rhythm.
Yeah, man. Vibes Cartel, I just love everything. There's a big, very long 1 hour mix for DJ.
And that rhythm, by the way, in that rhythm, there was 2 songs that he did.
Yeah.
That's
what he did.
That was Dapino Fi Frighten, and that was like, you know that song.
Hey,
Yeah,
that
man,
guy
that
just
song
come up
was
with it.
fire.
He's a real mentor. He's a real somebody you want to,
Like,
if
I
you want
wish-
to, react with the people and become disruptive.
Yeah, so
He was very
let's go back. So this week there was the Jeezy, Young Jeezy versus Gucci Mane. So these 2 artists had a beef a while back, and for those who are unaware of what this means, Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy were known for their infamous beef after Jeezy's associates ran into Gucci's house attempting to assault him with Gucci. Like they attempted to assault him.
Attempted.
Yeah, they attempted to assault him, and
Like
Gucci.
to say, we'll beat you.
Yeah, and Gucci shot and killed one of Jeezy's friends. And one of his friends was called Pookie Lock. So the incident went to trial, and obviously Gucci was acquitted after claiming self-defense. And in this versus thing, Young Jeezy tried to like put it on the low and make peace, you see, with Gucci Mane. But Gucci Mane was a little bit salty. He had low blows, like you throw in a few bashes and you're like, nah. But they ended the rivalry and stuff. And I was reading a post on Charlamagne. You know Charlamagne the God, the guy from Guy Code. And he posted something like, what I learned from Gucci Mane versus Jeezy was the issues we face cannot be solved at the same level of thinking we were at like the same level of thinking we were at when we created them. You see the way when you have a problem with someone, the same level of thinking you were at that time when you are trying to solve those issues is not the same level you will be when you meet them next time. Like you need to solve those issues in a more mature manner when you meet later. It doesn't have to be like, it can be 1 week, it can be 2 months, it can be 1 year or 10 years. So like,
About time to think about it.
you have to be like more mature when you meet this person whenever you have a problem with someone. And you're like, the past is a great teacher, but it's a terrible landlord. Learn from the past, don't live in it. If I had a problem with you, I don't have to like hold that grudge for the rest of my life. Like it has to teach you something from the past. Like maybe you need not to trust people, or you need to forgive people more. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't have to stay in your mind.
I think, man, I'm a peaceful man. I don't relate with the story. I just want to think we are not going to be in a situation like we are friends, and then we are not friends, and then we are shooting each other.
Man,
I don't think it's going to get to that level. It's just going to be, maybe a brawl or something.
These guys are gangsters, bro. So.
We're not gonna be on a gangster level. I'm a peaceful man. I'm a Rasta, and I'm always gonna be a peace. I'm going to run away from fights. Yeah, I want people to live in harmony.
Yeah.
I always want us. We can argue and bring out that energy.
But you see that verses. That was one of the best verses ever.
It was good.
Musically, they gave us the best.
That's why I'm always telling artists even here. You know, you don't like the way somebody does something. Go on the mic, get some lyrics, at least make it help you, you know, get some mystery, you know, and make it flow. And diss that other artist and tell him, no, you didn't do right. This is how you're supposed to live if you're a real gangster. And then that guy is gonna hear your lyrics and your flow, and it's gonna hit you back. And then before you know it, you have 5 songs, 6 songs, and it's a show you're making money.
Yeah, like that is how Bounty Killer and Beenie Man used to do.
And they're rich.
Like they had a problem with each other.
It's a big show. They go and put it out there.
And that is how like Vibes Cartel and Mavado used to do.
And even they would say, Mavado would say, let's meet at Summerfest.
Yeah.
Let's meet at what?
Remember there's a concert on YouTube where Mavado and Vibes Cartel.
It was ripped by Vibes. It was called Summerfest.
Yeah. Like
it was a very crazy
big event. Summerfest is the big events in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And they were like, let us settle our beef here.
And they settled it here. And they were on the same stage. These guys, when they talk up there, you never believe they would stand on the same stage.
Yeah, man.
You just think it will explode. But it was an act. It was an act because even Vibes Cartel came dressed in a
military gear.
Yeah, man. It's an act.
Yeah, man.
And the Vibes Cartel ripped that guy. He ripped him, and everybody, you know. And all of them made a lot of money. Man. And everybody was paid. And somebody reputation was.
Who do you think is the king of dancehall right now? Because obviously Beenie Man is old, Bounty Killer is old, and then Vibes Cartel is in jail, so he's not as relevant as he used to be when he was outside.
I would like to say this guy's Conscience.
Conscience is bad.
Yeah, it's a bad nigga. He was there those times of Vibes, and he's still there.
He's still there.
Yeah, DeMarco. They're like
DeMarco not as much,
but he's still there,
bro.
There's
a guy called Stylo G.
Yeah.
Hey, Stylo G is a mad killer.
Some guy, he was a youngin back then.
He was a youngin. Yeah. By the way,
well, right now he's picking up.
G Money always says, when he was in Jamaica, Stylo G, he used to go to Stylo G's uncle barber shop. That is when he met Stylo G. Like Stylo G used to sweep the floors of his uncle's
humble beginning.
Yeah, man. Like he used to clean the floor of his uncle's barber shop.
Yeah.
G-Man used to go to that barber shop, and that is when they met. They're so close. He does dubs for him, things like that. Like Stylo G has come from far, man.
Everybody worth mentioning has changed like really where he was. Even if you came up from a good family, you have made it even better.
Yeah, like Nani, what do you call it? Sean Paul. Sean Paul is from Uptown. He's not a ghetto youth. He came from, his parents were well off.
Oh, well.
But his music...
You have to outdo your parents.
Yeah, like his music resonated with the ghetto youth. So
he had to go and learn how to make money.
Yeah, man.
You know, and he was the same way he could be his own man. You know, in this world you have to try and be your own man.
Yeah, just be yourself.
Or your own woman.
Yeah.
You could be given like a investment by your parent, and that would be enough to fuel you. And because you don't have these problems of food and hustling, you make a big step. Because there's I don't know if it's a Bible verse, I think it's one. They say, to whoever much is given,
much is expected. Yeah.
So you see yourself, you're privileged. Don't just relax and say, I'm better than that guy, so I just chill and
you're not putting in the work.
You're supposed to be even 3 times what you've been given already.
Yeah, man.
And there's even a parable in the Bible about that. A lot of direction is telling us that whatever you really have right now should just be multiplied. You know, you try and do and become. If your parents are rich, you should be rich than them, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you should just be rich than them. And then use the opportunity they give you to become even richer.
Yeah, so another story that happened this week is there were 6 girls, and this was like a big story on Twitter. 6 girls that went for a sleepover, and people thought they were kidnapped. There was this party, and they were invited to this party, and there were 6 girls.
For how long did
teenagers,
you go to the party?
24 hours or something. 24 hours or 48, I'm not sure. But they went without telling their parents. And so someone posted on Facebook, must have been their relatives or something, and they posted it on Facebook, and there was like, no, on Twitter, and there was like, yo, 6 girls have been kidnapped, blah, 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 we don't know where they are, help us find them, things like that. And then it created an uproar on Twitter. Like other, Twitter big wigs, they were like,
What they would,
especially the women.
They were worried.
They were not even worried.
Yeah.
They were like, how is BBC doing a story about a documentary about 6 boys that were kidnapped and they're chained or something, and then Citizen TV and KTN are not doing a story about these 6 girls who were kidnapped? Bro, after 24 hours or I don't know, 48 hours, these girls came out. They were like, us, we went for a sleepover. We were not kidnapped.
I'm just surprised that
We were not kidnapped.
we don't know our children.
We don't know our kids.
How do you
And then
expect?
the funny thing, what finished me was a mother of one of the kids was like, one of the girls was like, mtoto wangu anaendanga sleepover. She was like,
Very naive, man.
yeah, man, she was so naive.
If your kid and you told me these girls are 18 and above.
They were teenagers, like they are older.
18 is teenage.
Let's say 17 to 19.
And you should not even be surprised. Right now, you should just agree that many kids starting 18 years old, they're exposed to the same things a 40-year-old guy, a 30-year-old guy would be exposed
Bro,
to.
not even a 40-year-old, like a
If
25-year-old
if
has
it's
been exposed.
alcohol, you can buy when you're 18.
Exactly.
If you're a girl, you can go into a club even if you're 17.
So do you think, like, for instance,
You shouldn't be surprised
this
if
one
you're
of the
17.
this one of the parents was like, mimi mtoto wangu anaendanga sleepover.
She's going to party.
Are you surprised, like,
No, I'm not
a
surprised.
parent is like, mtoto wangu anaendanga sleepover, so
In fact, it's
I don't know
something
why
you
you
should
guys are
expect.
complaining.
You should expect your little kid to be at 16 years old. She wants to sneak out. Don't sleep. Because she'll wait, you sleep. You're a young boy, you will wait, you sleep, and she'll go out to rest.
Also, do you think, like, people use social media in a bad manner without having the actual information?
Yeah.
For instance, these kids went to a sleepover and went to a party, but there were people who were on social media saying, why is Citizen TV and NTV not investigating this?
Those are guys some are haters of the media, and some even they're just
Ignorant
they're
or
just
naive.
ignorant. They should not know like what's the situation first of all, because the boys disappearing for 24 hours. Let's talk about it.
Man.
But girls, they've gone to party. They've gone to hang out.
Even after that,
Sleepover.
the DCI office released a statement and they said, like, there are people who are organizing parties and inviting these kids to come to parties, and they're underage, and it's
Underage
like, yeah,
is not-
and then
is not-
and
is
it's
not
like it's like an orgy, you see.
There's some crazy guys out there. But remember that people are using a loophole that from 18 you are legal. And you see these girls, not most of the girls that start hanging out like this, because most girls finish high school at least 16.
Yeah, 16, 17, 18, yeah.
So by the time they are at home and they can go to party, they are 19 years old. And these girls are legal. And these other guys with money, they take advantage of these girls. You know, and you are a parent, you know, you are not straight enough to you don't know what to do. You know, like there's no handbook for parenting.
Yeah.
And each and every day the kids are becoming sly and sly and sly. They're going to college out there, they're staying in hostels. What do you think is happening? You know?
Just parties and stuff.
You've been to campus in this era.
Yeah, man.
You know what's going on. Let not your child tell you that she's going to sleep over, she's going to a study night. You just know she's kidding. And if you let her go, you know what you have let her go to do.
Yeah.
So if we want to just these girls, we should just like have some crazy news that tell people what they really need to know. Not
Bro,
some kind of information.
I have remembered. I think you've covered everything that we needed to know about, these kids. And I've remembered there was this story about I think the Daily Nation, if I'm not wrong. There was this story that I sent in the group, a screenshot of a story in the daily newspaper, and they're like, my idol son refuses to move out.
Yeah, I read.
There was she was like, let me read it. So the question is, my grown-up son has refused to move out of my house. He has a job where he makes enough income, but does not want to have that conversation of leaving the nest. I wish he would even bother to buy groceries and such, but he eats without asking where the food has come from. He is 26. I want my privacy, since this is the time to enjoy my life. How do I make him see that?
Have you told him?
So this is someone who was asking a question that
There's
a
some ways you
26-year-old kid
You should
has
get out.
refused.
Should get out,
Bro,
man.
if you're above 25, you're old enough to,
Get out, get out, man.
get out of the nest.
Better you tell your parents to help you pay rent,
Yeah.
but you give them the space so that if you're sleeping,
Because
even
this parent was saying, I want my privacy since this is the time to enjoy my life.
You can be there fighting over the telly with your parents. You eat everything that's on the fridge. Your mom wants to just relax and be alone in the house
With
Your
her
dad-
husband.
Yeah, get out, man. As soon as you have your own beard, and your dad is there. Maybe if your dad is not around, you can stick around a little bit and become the man of the house.
Yeah.
But if your
That's
dad
the
is
point.
there, you have your own beard and there's two
For you,
bass voices in the house.
I want to ask, for you, at how old did you leave the nest?
I left when I was 25.
25?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, by there, I also left when I was 25. Like, right now, I'm 26. I left the nest.
And as soon as I was out of
Last
college,
year,
it was like I was leaving.
I left the nest last year, I think October or somewhere about the end of the year. October or November, somewhere there.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, in a Turkana setting, they always think like, when you leave the nest, you've married. Like for me, my mom was like, sasa mbona, unajua me and my mom are so close. She was like, sasa mbona unatoka nyumbani, because are you married? Do you have someone in your life? Why are you going to live alone? Or you want to live alone? Is it because you have someone? Why do you think our parents think?
Obviously, it's because you have someone. You want to get laid.
Like
You
for me,
don't want to get laid in your mom's house.
No, bro. Like for me, at that time, I was not even dating.
But you wanted
To date.
You wanted
No.
girls.
What I wanted was, I wanted a space.
For girls.
No,
girls, my friend. For girls.
No. It was not about the girls.
It is.
No, bro. It was not about the girls. For me, I moved out because I wanted a challenge. And I wanted...
Which challenge?
No, wait. I wanted a challenge because, when you're home, when you're out there after hustling, what you're hustling, there's food. There's ready food. It's like you can get home at 8 and you still can find food. You know what I mean? And you're not paying any bills. You're only buying your clothes alone. You see, like for me at that time, I was like, I'm too grown and I'm earning enough to like live alone. That is why I was like, nah, I can't stay at home. I need to pay my own bills. I need a challenge or something. You know what I mean? And
For me, the challenge was getting laid, Just so
so
we
you
have to
moved
get laid
out of
in
your mom's
my
house,
mom's house.
because you wanted to
She's
get laid.
praying all over and is blessing the house in the morning. And it never worked out with
Like
me
you,
and girls.
you couldn't have.
I never got
didn't
laid
have
in
your
my mom's
space.
house. Not there was space. I have my room, and nobody hangs out in the house during the day. My mom has to go out and work, but I never managed to close any deal. I think the prayer.
Bro,
it
but
worked.
I don't even think, because
I
at
never
our
closed
home,
any deal,
at our
man.
home,
Yeah.
we've never been like a nuclear family. So like there's always a grandmother, like my grandmother
there
lives
was
with
no
my mom.
space.
So like there's no time you can bring a woman.
There was many times I was hanging out with girls in my mom's crib, but I never closed any deal, man.
There's no time I could bring a lady, and she was like, I can bring a woman. My mom has never met any of the person that I'm dating, bro.
What?
None, not even one. You see, so like there's no time I could bring a woman at home. Yeah, she was like,
I've been brought many girls, man, hang out, chill, watch a movie. But close the deal. Because my mom lived at 8, go to the office. She had to come back maybe lunchtime. I know on the clock. She can't come in the middle of the day. And me, maybe I can say since high school, I have the opportunity. And even in college, I'm just chilling there, watching the
why do you think there are certain kind of men who they don't want to leave their house, their mom's house?
Big pussies, man. Just get out of your mom's house. Go get your own.
Like go out there and
bring all the ladies you want.
Start your own life,
Get
bro.
drunk there. You know, there's some things that's just weird to do in front of people.
There are people who have left their mom's house and they have everything on the floor.
Yeah.
Like the suitcases on the corner.
You can be like me. You can go up there to eat.
Like the suitcase.
That's what I did.
The suitcase is on the corner.
Mattress.
The mattress on the floor. So like if you want something, you don't even need to stand. You just crawl and get things.
And it was awesome because right then my girlfriend would feel free. Would just go tell me, hey,
I'm coming over.
And I just clean a little bit, put on a new bed sheet. And it is good. I can chill with her until 6, 7. She has to go back to her home. That is the life I just.
Did you?
At my mom's place, it was very tricky. At lunchtime.
Did you move out of your mom's house secretly without telling her that you're moving out?
You know, when I was staying with her when I was in school. But when I finished school, I didn't go back. Yeah, I just moved outside the town. I just took my bed from home and things that I wanted because I didn't have.
Did she have trouble? Like did she? She wanted a space so bad.
We were even clashing a lot, man. She was telling me, move out of my house. What are you doing? That's why I asked you in the beginning, did that parent tell him to move or is he expecting this dude?
This parent wanted her own space.
But is she saying, because my mom, she didn't mince her words. When I was staying there, even in college, she would tell me, my friend, you know, when I was young in college, and when I was 26, like you, I was working for Tackle Entertainment.
Yeah.
And we were throwing parties every night. Yeah, we were working with the Homeland Club. I was there.
Let me tell you,
so I used to disturb my mom at night. Open the door. Where's the food? Sometimes I don't eat. She comes. She finds the food. Is
my elder brother.
She tell me move out, man.
My elder brother.
My house.
My elder brother Kadesh. He moved out of the mom's house at a very early age.
That's birds of a feather.
Because of he used to party a lot compared to me.
Compared
to me, because for me, I partied a lot when I was 24.
And you're at home?
And I was at home. At 24, I was still at home. I moved out of my mama's house when I was 25. Just about to turn 26. Right now I'm 26. And for McAfee, he moved out of my mom's house when he was 23. Thereabout. 23, 22. Because for him, he grew up so fast.
Life is he did many things.
So many things, bro. So many things.
I remember back in high school, we used to sneak from Lodwar High to go to Greenleaf.
Let me tell you, I can tell you stories about my father in Kadesh.
Yeah,
but that's a story for another day, man. That's a story for another day.
But by the time he was 23, by the time I was 23, I was a mad case. It's just good that I was in college.
For me,
I was away. I could not do some crazy things that I could do at home.
You see, for me, I've learned so many things from my brother. You see, so there are so many things that I try to avoid through learning from my brother. If I was the firstborn, I would have gone
You have misled the other.
Yes, the others. So, like for me, I learn a lot from him. So there are so many things I try to avoid because he's my elder
Either
brother.
way, like you see, the things he has done badly, you don't want to do them.
Yeah, I
So
don't
you would
want
have
to.
even be a funzo.
Like for me, my elder brother was suspended a lot.
Remember, it was with him.
But for me, I was never suspended in high school. Never suspended. I was even a cop. I was a prefect. In our school, we used to call prefects cops.
That's why you have these snitch tendencies,
Bro, when I was a kid, I was a fucking snitch. Oh,
Man.
bro, you can ask my elder brother. Yeah?
Don't be straighten that.
I was a snitch. Oh. I used to snitch. My brother would do something wrong, yeah? And
You were
he'll always
just ready.
come. The first thing he does, he'll be like, nimefanya kitu fulani, but don't tell my mom, don't tell my father, you see? And I'll be like, okay, fine. But
You just say,
the day maybe I want to watch something and he doesn't want to, switch to that channel where I want to watch something, bro, I'll go to my mom and say, yeah, mom, Kadesh alifanya hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi. You see, me, I was a snitch when I was a kid. You see, my mom used to like be angry when you go to swim by the river. She'd be mad, like, why are you going to the river? Because at that time, the river used to, like, so many people used to drown. So she'd be like, she was paranoid. You guys you will not go to the river and swim, blah, blah, blah. Kadesh, Kadesh used to love, like, Kadesh loves me so much. Yeah. So, like, he'll go with me to the river, and then they'll go with, obviously, girls. Girls will always be there. Because he's a girlish. So, and then we'll go there, and he's like, tunaenda to swim, but don't tell mom. You see? Because he knows when we get home, I'm going to snitch. You see? Me, I was a snitch when I was a kid. I used to snitch so much.
too bad. You have to pay up for those snitchings you have.
But obviously, right now, I can't snitch. I don't snitch. Yeah.
You have to pay up.
But it's a bad thing. Let me tell you. Snitching is not a good thing. Because even in school, I used to be beaten a lot because I was a snitch.
You didn't care?
See, I didn't even care because the problem is, it was not my mistake. You see the problem when you are the teacher's pet, but the kids know you're a bad person. You see those guys in school who are like teacher's pet, but the student know like, this guy is a bad guy. We do so many wrong things with him, but the teachers ignore him.
Yeah.
Me, I was that guy. Anytime me and you would be in trouble, the teachers will always say, like, no, Agre was not in trouble. Alan, you are in trouble. Yeah. And they would punish you and leave me. Because one, I know how to kujitetea. Yeah, me, I would defend myself. But if you don't know how to defend yourself, you are the one who's going to
down.
Yeah, who's going to pay for it. So yeah, but it's okay. It's fine.
Before we forget something, man. Something came up today. There's big fight going on in Ethiopia.
Yeah,
with the country in Kenya that's neighboring Ethiopia.
Yeah, man.
And I know the big.
Even where we are, Ethiopia is so close to. From Lodwar, from Turkana to Ethiopia, it's so much closer than from Nairobi to Ethiopia. So.
Yeah. Anything happens, they're going to be running for help here.
Yeah, in Turkana.
And here it's a big fight between the tribe. It's a civil tribe.
Yeah, man. It's Oromo versus another tribe. So the current president is not from Oromo. Previous presidents were from Oromo. So Oromo were much more empowered compared to this other community. So it somehow happened that, this time the president is from the minority. So there's conflict right now because obviously Oromo are feeling like...
And these guys are killing each other.
They're killing each other, like so bad. They're killing each other. So let's pray for Ethiopia. Also, there's a lot going on in Ethiopia. Not Ethiopia, sorry. Uganda.
Wow.
Bobby Wine is going through the most, bro.
I don't usually want to talk about Uganda because I fear Museveni. And right now when we might talk about something happening there and then we become...
Nah, bro. I'm not afraid of Museveni, bro. Because
my
first
friend.
of all, I'm
Have
in
you
a
seen the
different
videos?
country, so it's not like
One day
it's
you'll
not
be in
like-
UG, you're just having fun in Kampala.
what will I be doing in Uganda, bro?
There's nothing you can do there.
Nothing.
I've gone to there to play basketball games.
No, me, there's nothing, bro. I have never been out of Kenya, so
Future.
what am I going to do in Uganda?
Maybe there's a business
At
trip.
that time,
You've been called, you are in
Museveni will not
Kampala.
be in power, but
What if
they have an election. Is it this year?
the opposition leader is in jail?
Opposition leader, obviously, Bobby Wine is in jail, and
What
yeah,
about
so
you?
he's going through the most, man. They
Those
arrested him.
Those
They
Ugandans
tear
should
gassed.
fight
They
for
tear
them.
gassed his car when he was in campaign mode. So
They should fight for themselves. The Ugandans.
I feel like, do you remember Besigye? Besigye was like Museveni's. I don't know what. I don't know how to call it. Like
He's very hard.
Besigye went through it all.
Yeah.
He went.
He's very beat. Even if you see his photo right now,
Yeah.
there was a post of him saying free
Bobby Wine.
He's beat. He doesn't look well,
He
man.
doesn't look. He looks
looking
unwell
good.
as far. Yeah, he looks unhealthy.
He don't look good.
And I hope pray for Baby
Now
Wine.
Bobby Wine, the last time he was arrested and put in jail, he was injected with things.
Yeah.
What do you think is happening?
That is what Museveni. I feel like Museveni feels like if he's afraid of Bobby Wine because the population in Uganda, the youth are so many compared to the guys who support Museveni, and he feels like Museveni is going to remove him in power if they had a free and fair election, and I know even after if Museveni, let's say right now, he is ousted in power, it'll be like al-Bashir. Like Bobby Wine will get into power and there'll be a tribunal to follow what he did, what Museveni did during his time in power, all the injustices and everything. Like his past is going to haunt him, so they'll arrest him, put him in jail, like al-Bashir was going on, take him to ICC, things like that. You see, and I know Museveni is afraid of that. So yeah, they'll not agree with everything that is going on.
We should learn a lot from this.
Yeah, your
we
past.
should, we
let me
should
tell
like
you.
never be in a way we are fighting, arresting each other, and
Your past.
having enemies.
Let me tell you, your past will always haunt you.
Yeah,
Your
you do
past will
anything
always
bad.
follow you. My aunt used to give us a scenario when we were like younger. She'd be like, me I know Kamba. So she'd say in Kamba, your ass, is going to always follow you. You will walk with it. You sit down, you sit on it. You see. So anything you do in the past, and what she was saying is anything you do in the past is always going to follow you. Like if you're going to walk, it will always be right behind you. If you're going to sit down, you're going to sit on it. So make sure you live a good life, and your past is clear. Your past is good. You have a good reputation. You see, so make sure you live a good life. Make sure you have a good reputation, and your past will never. Nobody's ever going to judge you based on your past in a negative manner. So that has been the Straight from Turkana podcast. We are recording from our new studios. We are very excited.
We love it.
Yeah, we love it, man. This is like the best place because it is quiet.
It's quite awesome.
There's no noise. So yeah.
I don't need to chase people out of my house.
Yeah, man.
I just can do.
If you have
whatever
a girlfriend coming over, you don't have to chase people.
Yeah, it's quite awesome.
So
It was awesome to have people over, but it is better we can meet all of us here and be free
it's easy. It's easy
to do
record
whatever
here.
we want to do.
Yeah, so we are going to announce our membership for this
Place.
Tech Hub.
Yeah.
And
Very soon.
very soon, man. Make sure you check out Press and Posters. This has been the Straight from Turkana podcast. My name is Agri Limlim.
Alan.
Yeah, until next time, man. Goodbye.
Chicken straight out Turkana. Yeah, cause we straight out Turkana. Straight out Turkana. Yeah, cause we straight out Turkana. Straight out Turkana.